Oh, welcome, Donna Summer.
Thank you. Thank you.
People are very fast putting a label on you. Which label would you choose?
Which label would I choose? I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I wouldn't call myself anything.
Anything, no. Because 10 years ago, you became, in fact, the most popular female singer ever. And you started out as the disco diva, yes, the queen of sex, rock, and so on. Have you ever regretted that you started out the way you did?
I guess you have to start out some way. I don't regret it. I mean, I wouldn't do it again today. I mean, I'm in a different place, but I don't really label myself. I prefer not to have a label.
But many, first of all, welcome
thank you.
again.
You too.
Cheers. But many people see you as some kind of studio creation.
Good. They can see me anywhere they like. It's a free country.
Yes, but your roots are really gospel and the theater.
Well, yeah, really. Well, I started off when I was about 8 or 9 years old singing in church. But then I got, by the time I was about 16, in a rock and roll band. And then I came to Europe. And I was in theater for about 8 years. And then I had a hit record. So, I mean, I didn't come from nowhere, you know. I mean, I was working all those years towards a career and on my career. And, you know, so I think a lot of people don't know that, especially in America.
No. Looking back, what do you yourself consider the height of your career?
The height of my career? Well, I guess I would say, well, I don't know. There were a lot of heights, you know, and it's sort of hard to pick one. But I guess my first Grammy.
For Last Dance? No, your first Grammy was for...
I don't remember. See how important
How many
it is to
did
me,
you get?
Till date, I have about 5.
Yes. You got a nominee Academy Award for Last Dance.
No, nomination. Well, I didn't get the award. Actually, the writer gets the award, but we shared the award because he wrote the song for me, and we kind of worked on the song, you know, as the way I sang it and everything, and so I sang the song for so long that, you know, I'm thankful that he won an Oscar, but. It is his Oscar, not mine.
You wrote most of your hits yourself?
A great deal of them, yes.
Do you have a special process for writing songs? Or?
Well, I'm not really like one of these complicated writers, so, you know, I write very simple things most of the time. But I try to take it from real life. If I see you and I see this tie you have on, it's a lovely tie.
You like it? You know.
Yes, it's
the press
nice.
usually don't like it.
They don't usually like the way you dress. Well, I mean, I think it's a very exciting thing, you know, and you know, it might trigger a thought, and so I would start to write.
So please write a song about my
the
tie.
tie. Well, maybe I will.
Well, you were on the height of your career, I think, with hits, with the album Bad Girls, with the hit Hot Stuff and so on, in 1979. But then something happened in your life. What happened? Something that completely changed your life.
Oh, well, I guess what you're talking about is that I sort of reconfirmed my faith with God and stuff. Yeah, I was in a really bad place because after I had become successful, I didn't know what to do anymore. I felt like, okay, I'm doing something now, and people know who I am, but it didn't seem to mean as much anymore. Like before, when you struggle to get something, everything's so important, but then I felt like nothing meant anything, and so I was kind of feeling very desperate and very depressed, and I started taking some medicine to make me feel better, and I was on it for about 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, and so I went finally to. I met this man that my sister knew, and he just prayed with me, and I felt something leave me. You know, I felt
like
something
this,
lift.
yes?
I felt something lift off of me. I felt like a man was sitting on my shoulders. I felt heavy, and when after I prayed, I felt like he jumped off, and I mean, really, that's how I felt. And so then everybody kept noticing that I looked different. And they said, something's different. Why did you change? What happened? You look so much better. You look like you feel better. And so I just said, I can't really explain it, but, you know, I think I reconnected here somehow.
Have you ever felt that your beliefs are in conflict with your career?
Oh, yes. Very often are.
Yeah.
They are. Well, I mean, we know where the world is, so it's difficult, you know, sometimes to believe. Because I think people very often feel if you believe in God and they don't believe in God, that you are accusing them or you're going, you're judging them. But I'm not. It's for me. I need it, you know.
You used to have a very big gay following, but then I think 5 years ago they turned against you, burned your records in the streets even. We read about it. Yes. Why? What had happened?
Well, it's just a long story. I can't even remember everything that happened. But after I became a Christian, you know, there was a lot of different stories in the newspaper, and I didn't want anybody to have the wrong idea, like I was maybe going crazy or something. And so after one concert, I told some people, if you are interested, I'll talk to you after the show. So about 500 people stayed. And I guess at the end, some boys were asking me some questions, and I guess they were gay. And I answered the questions, and then at some point, one of the boys got angry, and he started yelling back and forth to me. And, you know, and we said things back and forth to each other, but not really, I can't explain it.
No. You never said that AIDS was God's punishment.
He said it.
Yes.
He said that I said it, but that's not what I said.
Has this been a rumor that has been hard to...
It's been very, very difficult to put it to sleep, you know, because, first of all, I don't believe that.
No.
And secondly, I didn't say it. And so a lot of times people would say, well, I want you to apologize. And I said, I can't apologize. I didn't do anything. And I'm not going to apologize to everybody. I didn't do anything. And I think if people know me, Donna, then they got to know that I'm a loving person. I'm, you know, I barely ever even have an argument with anybody. So, you know, it's got to kill itself. Because when I was first becoming famous, they said the gay community said I was a guy. So I figured this is another rumor. This is going to die too, you know. So I didn't really get too bothered about it, actually, because I felt like it's just another one of those rumors. And I hope that people that really know me and love me will know that it's not the truth. You know, I don't think anybody could really make that statement. Also, you know, I think 5 years ago, we didn't know anything about AIDS. So if I made any mention of the word of AIDS, it was to me the same as, no, I won't say syphilis, but, you know, it was like, something you get if you fool around. And it wasn't something that was deadly. I didn't know people died from it at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, when people read it, it's like, certainly I knew nothing about it. And so anyway, it was really taken out of context, something, and that's all that there is.
How important is success to you today?
How important is success? It is, it's not as important as it was before, I think. I think that it's more important for me to be a person. I think, I don't know, maybe that sounds silly, but...
No.
I want to be the right kind of person. And I think more I'm thinking about developing myself. As before I was thinking about, you know, being a great singer or doing, you know, dancing or whatever I had to do. Or now I feel like I have to really work on me.
What do you think about kids like Whitney Houston, Madonna, and
I think Whitney
Janet
Houston is
Jackson?
great.
Yes.
She's probably, well, and I like Janet Jackson a lot, too. She's very, very, an excellent dancer, and she's very talented, too. The Jackson family is very talented. And I happen to be a big Whitney Houston fan. I think she's really talented. I think that, for my feeling, she's probably one of the most talented to come out. I mean, she doesn't need to use a lot of tricks. She just has a great voice, you know, and she's a pretty girl, and she has a wonderful personality. Any
advices to Whitney for her future?
Advice? She probably could give me some advice at this point, you know. No, I think she's doing a great job.
Yeah,
I think she just keep on doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's great. She's
well,
talented.
Donna, one day we both will be gone. How
Speak
would
for
you?
yourself, buddy. I ain't
You will
going
be here
nowhere.
forever. No. How would you like to be remembered?
Would I like to be remembered? I don't know. I don't really give it any thought. I try
Like
not
the
to think
Queen
about
of
being
Disco,
gone.
or
No. I think probably as somebody who lived and loved people, and ultimately in my life, I mean, now I'm a singer, but maybe I'll become something else later, did something that touched a lot of people's lives for the better.
we'll drink to that.
Okay.
Cheers.
Well, how would you like to be remembered there?
I don't think people will remember me.
They'll probably try to forget. He's gone. Oh, good. No, I'm just joking.
Well, Donna, my ladder is yours.
Oh, thank
Please.
you very
Thank
much.
You.
Okay, bye-bye.
Nice having you.